Alex from Orangeville, Cadillac. Today we're talking Camaros. Let's find out if the 4th gen is a better investment than buying the new 6. Hello, I'm Alex from Orangeville, Cadillac, and today we're discussing Camaros. If you've been paying attention to the Camaros right now, you know that this is the last year. 2024 is the last year of the current generation Camaro. So I beg the question to you guys, is buying the 6th gen a better idea than getting the 4th? Or is buying the 4th a better option than getting a 6? Because this is the last generation of the F-body, and it is also a 2002 that I have here today, which is my own Camaro, which I've done a full video, which I'll link below if you guys want to see the full video about that too. And is this a better option if you're looking at getting into the Camaro world versus getting the current one? The reason I say that is this is also an anniversary edition. These are still collectible and they're cheap. Let's dive into that. So when you're buying a Camaro, you always want to know what's under the hood. And this is the legendary LS1 engine on this particular one. And like I said, cheap is the name of the game here. LSs are one of the most reliable V8s on the market. And if they break, well, they're easy to repair. This one here, like I said, is the 1st generation of the LS to the market. But there are tons of parts for them, lots of upgrades. You can make big horsepower on them if you just so choose. So even though a 6th generation Camaro comes with more horsepower, these have plenty of get up and go the way they are. Or if you want to add in extra modifications to get a little more power, there are plenty of options on the aftermarket. Now this particular one is a stock LS motor, and it actually from the factory in the last year there are a few of them that have the LS6 block on them, which this particular one has, which was on the Z06 Corvettes. So this one here actually has that, so it has the potential to make a lot of power on this, and you're still getting 345 the way this particular one is built with the SLP configuration from the factory, because this is a level 2 SLP, and it is really cool. Has some nice SLP badging around here, as you'll notice, and it even has very nice touches with the way that it looks. Like I love how it has the airbox, the SLP logo. You got the brace here too, and something cool too, this has a real functional air intake from the hood, which, as you know, most cars today don't. So you're getting some pretty cool engine information here from this one in terms of having a lot of great power, and you're getting some cool, unique things that even modern cars today don't have. I know that a lot of people give the 4th gen, especially this last generation of the 4th gen, because there were 2 generations of it. This particular one was built from 98 to 2002, and it has a kind of a reputation for being the ugly Camaro, for having, they say, the front end kind of looks like a catfish, and it has the nickname Catfish Camaro. It doesn't mean that you still can't have fun with the ugly duckling. This one here still gives you plenty of cool things, and again, I mentioned price. What are we talking about on here? You can get a great example. Now this is in Canadian dollars. I can't promise US dollars, but I think it'd be even cheaper in the States. But this particular one you can get anywhere from $10,000 for higher mileage ones to really nice examples, $25,000. And there are specialty models that will go a little bit higher, like the 35th anniversary editions, ones with the red, and then some people might even consider to buy the Firebirds as well, which also had a 35th anniversary. And that's another cool thing, you could buy a Firebird. Very unique if you're looking to have something a little bit different that you can't find. Either one of them is a good option, last the F-body that you can get. And then there were 3 different configurations for how you could get this vehicle. You could get the coupe, you could get the convertible, or this one here has T-tops. Tell me how different that would be today. No car has T-tops. There is on the new Corvette, you can get a Target top, but then you're over $100,000, at least in Canadian again, to get one of those. This one here, quarter of the price of that price. Even a new Camaro, you get an SS model, you're probably looking at an average of $60,000 or more for one of them. Lower maybe trim levels if you want more basics, you're looking in the mid to low 50s, but still you're looking at 50 plus. This is half the price of a new Camaro. Something to consider. Now, if being unique and different is something you're looking for, you can see on the back end of this, there's nothing on the road that looks like these today. So you're going to have some really cool looks. And if you want practicality, this is a hatchback. You're going to get a ton of space in here to put whatever you want. You even have, because the T-tops, they designed the T-tops to fit in here, they fit right down there. And when you're not using them, you have even more storage, and these seats fold down. You have a lot of space back here. And this particular one has the 12-disc CD changer, which we know is modern tech, but it's there. So you still have that in there. And if you didn't, you'd have even more space there on that little side there. But you do have some pretty cool things, which I really like. The taillights on here are really cool. And this one has, again, part of the SLP2 package, a little bit more rare, is the center mount exhaust, which sounds great. We'll take a listen to that here in a moment. But it's really cool that you have the center mount exhaust here, and it looks different, unique. And again, if you're looking to make it even louder than this particular one, you can, but it sounds good the way it is, I think. And this one even has a factory Hurst 6-speed manual in here, which is a pretty cool touch, making it, again, a little bit more different and giving you some pretty cool performance options. Now let's take a look when we get on the inside. Now welcome to the inside of the Camaro here, and this is a cozy place to be. You do have some pretty cool things in here. Now, I won't say that it's the best looking, because it's not. You do have, again, GM's plastic fantastic interior in here, and fit and finish, it's not the best. But if you're looking for something with a V8, fun, and comfortable, this is the kind of car you're going to enjoy that with. You're going to get a more modern interior, obviously, going from the 4th to the 6th. But if you don't need your Apple CarPlay necessarily all the time, it doesn't mean you can't get in here, because there's a plenty of amount of aftermarket fixing you can get for this. And I know it's extra money, but if you're looking at it from a price point, again, these are more inexpensive. And these are some of the reasons why, but you do get quite a lot of money, so a lot of car for the money, I mean. Now, first thing I want to start with is these bucket seats here. Now, these bucket seats are very comfy. One thing about having an older car is that you get older seats, and older seats, they have their pluses and minuses. Not necessarily a lot of lateral support for those high-speed turns, but they have old school sort of material in here for foam and everything like that. This is a very comfy seat for those longer trips. If you're taking the wife, taking your friends, anything, loading anything in the back. Like I said, you have all that storage back here, and I'm 6'1", and I got plenty of space in here, and I still have 2 seats back there, though people might not have to have legs to get back there, but you can put it in there very easily. If you want to have 4 people in a pinch, you have that there if you need it. Now, moving right ahead of me here, you do have this nice leather wrap wheel here with some controls on here for your radio, for volume, and everything like that. Again, fairly basic, but you have it there. You have the power windows here. These power windows are probably the slowest power windows I've ever seen in the world, but they work. They're there. You have them. You have a very generic basic gauge cluster on here, but it works fine. Looks okay. Everything there. And then you have the center console here, which has the kind of cool 35th anniversary badge here. Has the radio here, which is very basic radio. I think they put this radio into everything. And it does have the Monsoon sound system on here too. But the Monsoon sound system does leave a little bit to be desired, as this was great for 2002. You might find that modern radio still gives you better sound, but it still works fine and still gives you some cool things. Then I mentioned the factory 6-speed Hurst shifter. You're going to get that on this particular one. And nothing's wrong with having an automatic, but I gotta say there's definitely more engagement with this. You do have a cup holder here and kind of a gimmicky one over here if you're looking for that, but you do have that. Some pretty cool touches there. And then, like I said, this one does have the T-tops on here, which are removable, and you can put in the trunk for additional storage. That's a quick tour of the 4th gen Camaro. So again, I'm Alex from orangeville Cadillac, and this was my 2002 4th generation Camaro. Let us know what you think. Would you get the new 4th? Would you get the 6th? Maybe you like the 3rd. Let us know what you think. Leave a like, comment, subscribe so we can see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. But either way, I'm going for a ride.